Hello, welcome back to the Breaking News Update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you're watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got a breaking news report coming out from Europe to share with all of you, and we're going to talk more about this war coming to an end inside of Ukraine and how Europe is going to be involved afterwards. So, new report today on your screen. Europe is preparing to deploy up to 30,000 soldiers to Ukraine. European states are currently prepared to provide several brigades for a potential deployment in Ukraine with an estimated total force of 25,000 to 30,000 troops. This was reported today by the Washington Post. We're actually going to go over this report, but on a different publication. And I want to give you guys some details on how these troops might be stationed inside of Ukraine also. So let's go ahead and jump into this, guys. Just a quick report over here on the new Voice of Ukraine. Europe may send up to 30,000 troops to Ukraine, according to a report. This is coming out today, February 17th, 2025. We've got some information here. It says the EU and UK are considering deploying several brigades to Ukraine to serve as a deterring force against Russia after the current war ends in a ceasefire of some kind, the Washington Post reported on February 17th. The plan could see between 25,000 and 30,000 European troops stationed deep in Ukraine's rear, not on the eventual demarcation line, prepared to respond with force if Moscow restarts hostilities. Okay, so they are preparing to place 30,000 troops inside of Ukraine, so probably in like Western Ukraine, closer to like Lviv, maybe is what I'm thinking, near the border of Poland. And if Russia were to attack Ukraine and restart the war, these troops would be here to not only deter that future attack, but also to prepare to defend Ukraine if need be. The report states that if the troops need to quickly increase their numbers and move forward, they could be reinforced by additional forces outside of Ukraine. Two officials speaking anonymously noted that France might contribute approximately 10,000 troops. Meanwhile, other European allies remain more concerned or constrained by the limited size of their armed forces. Okay, so I am hearing a report today regarding this also that Europe appears to be very divided in terms of sending troops to Ukraine. I'll show you guys a separate report on that in a later video today. As we know that this information right here, French President Emmanuel Macron convened an urgent meeting of European leaders in Paris on February 17th in order to muster support for taking charge of securing a lasting peace in Ukraine, in the wake of U.S. officials strongly suggesting that Washington is largely pulling back from European security affairs. Okay, so yeah, so this big meeting today that I was just mentioning right now, we know that this emergency meeting was being held inside of Paris today. Multiple countries are there to discuss this concern with security inside of Europe right now, as we keep hearing that the U.S. may pull their support for NATO countries inside of Europe as a whole. And if they were to be attacked by Russia again in the future, would the U.S. come and back them if they were to be attacked? I think there's a high chance with Trump being in office that may not be the case. That the U.S. may not come to their aid. So Europe is definitely worried about this right now, and they're figuring out how they're going to put a stop to Russia, how they can make sure that Russia does not attack Ukraine again. That's why they're talking about deploying potentially 30,000 troops into Ukraine. So this is obviously not a finalized deal as of yet. This is just a report coming out today talking about this. But we have been hearing a lot of talk on whether certain countries are going to deploy their troops to Ukraine. I did report to you guys earlier today that the UK, also Sweden, was willing to deploy their troops to Ukraine if they were ever to be attacked by Russia again. And also France today coming out and saying they could potentially deploy up to 10,000 peacekeepers inside of Western Ukraine, along with this 30,000 group of soldiers that would be heading to Ukraine as well. Okay, so we'll see what happens here in the near future, but just wanted to give you guys a quick update and let you know that Europe is preparing to deploy some troops into Ukraine. And this looks like it will highly be the decision that is made behind peace talks once this war comes to an end, as we will see European troops showing up on Ukrainian soil. But you guys can let me know what you think down below. That's going to be it for today's update. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. With that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the next one.